this is Hilary from Acquafortis Astrology, and this is the general astrological forecast for the first week of August 2019. First action of the week is on the 30th of July 2019 at 01:14 UTC+2 when the Sun in Leo gets jolted by Uranus in Taurus. Sun is how we look at life. Uranus is the eternal disruptor of the universe. When these two talk, expect changes in how we perceive what happens around us. Something might jolt our usual way of going about life, especially those things we always assume that they are true. Leo is the sign of fixed fire. It knows how to sustain its own light, its own determination. Leo has no problem in saying, "Hey folks, this is who I am. If you have a problem, deal with it." Taurus is fixed earth. Taurus, just like Leo, knows how to sustain its own determination, but it does so through being constantly persevering in practicality. Taurus says, cut the fluff out. Is it reliable? Is it secure? Now, both Leo and Taurus have something in common: determination and stubbornness. Having Uranus and Taurus blasting the Sun in Leo is like having two unyielding forces trying to break each other's neck. Something in our life needs to give if we want to move forward. Trying to keep to the old ways of doing things won't help the process. And my guess is that Uranus always finds a way to break through. During the day, the Moon in Cancer will be talking with the North Node of the Moon and being hammered by Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. Besides the extreme discomfort we may feel, this may be another moment when we get to understand a bit more the Cancer-Capricorn story in our lives. Especially when later during the night, the Moon will also meet Mercury in Cancer. Mercury loves to communicate. So since in Europe it's nighttime, dreams might bring us messages that may help us understand more the eclipse story. On the 1st of August 2019, we have two things happening nearly simultaneously. We have the dark moon in Leo, and Mercury stopping still to start moving forward. Let's start with who comes first chronologically speaking. The dark moon is at 05:15 UTC+2 at 8 degrees 36 of Leo. This is the first lunation that has no eclipse annexed, which means we are finally out of the eclipse season and all that is entailed. At the time of the dark moon, we also have Venus and Mars in Leo. Venus is how we create harmony in life, and Mars is how we differentiate from others. Sun, Moon, Venus and Mars are talking simultaneously with both Jupiter and Uranus. Jupiter brings expansion and growth. Uranus brings disruption to status quo. In a way, this dark moon has embedded in it the sacred act of shining our light into the world, blessed and exaggerated by Jupiter and Sagittarius, but also incited by Uranus and Taurus to do whatever it takes to align our lives to our true original self. It may take a lot of adjustments and breaking of old patterns to finally let ourselves roar to our own true voice. During this dark moon, feel inside where it is that for one way or another, your true self hasn't been coming out. The moon, as it becomes the crescent moon, meets Mars. So this voice to emerge needs our courage to separate from others and become pioneers. This true self might require some cutting off and separating of what has been holding us back. Anger might surface too. Acknowledge it, because this anger is there to show you where you need to take action to be who you truly are. Just 40 minutes after the exact dark moon, Mercury in Cancer on the 1st of August 2019 at 05:58 UTC+2 starts reversing its water motors to slowly move direct. This is the most tricky part of the cycle. Whenever a planet stops to change direction, forward or backwards, there is always an increase in the planetary action, and things correlated with that planet happen. Mercury is now at the same degrees he was on the 20th of June 2019. Things that got muddled up at the time will start clearing up. Pay extra attention if you're traveling this week. Allow extra times for delays. Check and double check for traveling details. During this week, go with the motto, better safe than sorry, which also includes communications with other people. Always check that what you have assumed you have heard or read is actually so, and vice versa. On the 2nd of August 2019, it is Venus in Leo turn to be surprised by Uranus in Taurus. Venus is the landlady of the house of Taurus where Uranus is. When these two communicate, for better or for worse, there is a new chapter in our Uranus and Taurus story that started back in March 2019. Venus represents the way we bring in things, people and events together in our lives. Uranus won't change at all costs, and his talk is not pleasing to Venus at all. This is radical change in ways we relate to other people, and it is happening in some of the most stubborn areas of our life. In summary, this week we need to make space for change, like it or not. The more stubborn we are about it, the more the process will become harder. Be flexible with your timetable. Allow ample space and have plan B, C, D and whatever, because things may change on the spur of the moment. Happy new lunar cycle in Leo. May each one of us find its own true light and with determination gifted to the whole world. Should you need any guidance of how to navigate these energies, I'm available for private consultations. Before you go, let me know what you think. Thumbs up, share and subscribe to my page. Bye for now and good luck!